We're here for every faction war. This is Estia Province and Space Marines versus Orks. For the blue Space Marine team, we've got Kickin as a Techmarine, starts off range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, and wade into melee combat too, alongside RiceMuncher as a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt, and support with buffs. And rounding off this team here, the most grandest Grand Piano question mark is an Apothecary, support commander that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Red Orky team, it's Lazy as a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Alongside here, KNV as a Mekboy, to the point commander that fights range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair. And rounding them all off, it's mimema as a Kommando Nob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins range combat with a twin link shooter. He's hanging out on that eastern edge with that contested power. Meanwhile, west side is Techmarine versus Warboss. Will we see the turret? Will we see a relay beacon? And when we will see them? I think if you get one, you usually want to get the other. If you just get a beacon, then you want at least two devs, I think, to look after it. Especially Warboss with his crazy buffed up Storm Boys potentially. Sluggers on capping duty over here. There's the 2-to-1 cap. Meanwhile, mid, often you'll see 4 players clash mid early on at Estia Province. But a bit quiet for now. Orks on that eastern edge, backing away from that node. And the Orks are kind of split here. So if the Space Marines are with it, they'd go push against one, try and get some model kills. Shooting up this Kommando Nob here. Taking a lot of damage, took a while to respond. Here comes the mech, KNV. Already has some proximity mines. Don't often see those things, but they're pretty good. There they are, thrown out. Take a while to arm and then do some good damage and stun vehicles and stuff. 477 and 487. Suppress as well, apparently. 70% slow on them for 30 seconds. That's pretty mental. As you saw there though, spotted by the scout sergeant and just shot down. 466, 487. Orks happy to sit on this 2v1 cap and defend their power here, and why not? It's up to the Space Marines to come towards them. Those shooters so good at ripping apart the scouts from range. Especially when they're upgraded to big shooters as these guys are, and the other squad here with a Nob leader. Mekboy, got anything else? No? What about that Commando? Some more mines and some more Dakar. Here comes the Commando again. Devastators on the field here for RiceMuncher. Grandest Grand Piano pushing forward now, has purification bars, looking to throw them, I think, on some Orks. Moving in, there's the throw. He saw it coming, backs off. Don't think they needed to push up there. Wow, nice grenade on those sluggers. They got in amongst the Devastators though. Might go down in retreat from just sheer firepower, and they do go down in retreat. Here comes some more sluggers. The sluggers were not upgraded though, so it's not a massive loss, especially if they can push through and bash some power here. A little bit sloppy from the Space Marines, pushing up through there to facilitate that vile throw, which didn't really pay off. Don't think he needed to have the tax up so far there. And they're all off the field now. Some Devastators also for Kickin. In fact, double devs for both RiceMuncher and Kickin. And Grand Piano going for some Assault Marines. Go to devs, going to try and suppress these guys so they can't shoot down the gens, but there goes one. Can they get the suppression in? They can't get it to Kickin. Uncapped this west side here with a contested VP is. There's that suppression from aiming. What's that? Not sure what they were trying to do afterwards. Maybe force melee combat or get into the garrison. Here comes the Warboss. He's angry now. And spiky armor is up too. Got a health regen on him after he uses that. Now I'm angry. Nice suppression on the Devastators from these shooter boys to allow the Warboss to get in there. Taking a lot of damage though. Soaking up a lot of damage. And here comes the Mekboy from KNV. Teleporting in, tying up those devs. Can the Warboss get away? Not sure if he'll be able to. Yes, he's good. Nicely judged there by Lazy. Mekboy continues to be annoying. And smacking you with his shooter. Teleports out, and the Orks are going to take this west side. Look at this though. Big push through by the Space Marines east side. Can get a full bash here. Both armies on this power. Don't have any... no, don't see any flamers on the way, but I shouldn't need them. Just sheer bolter fire should do the job. Kommando Nob has his stick bombs. Gives him that grenade icon. Surely he should start with the grenade icon since he has the stun bomb. Purification vials. Forces the shooters off. If nothing else, Stormboy's coming in with their power melee damage. Very dangerous to tactical marines. Another really nice grenade though from Grand Piano. He's seen a couple of those. Assault squad get out. There's KNV supporting, using his teleportation. Sluggers on that Apothecary. Apothecary might go down here. Gets caught in retreat. Oh, gets a special that might save him. Does not save him. That's going to be a tough place to revive him there. So he might have to rebuy or use Larriman's. Goes tier 2, as does Lazy and Kickin. Kickin's going to be the first to tier 2. Could get straight into a Razorback. I'm sure he'd love a Dreadnought out. Full retreat here. You need to run away, fellas. Just trying to hold up what they can. Does have some Devastators they can pull back to over here. What's he doing? Now he retreats. That power is still nice and noded over there for the red team. And here's some hidden shooter boys hidden by the Kommando Nob. Uh-oh, but get caught at close range by the heavy bolter. And now forcing off the Devastators. Meanwhile, west side. Warboss is suppressed by a shotgun blast, I believe. 403, 473 on the VPs. Very close. Heading into tier 2. And it's a Razorback for Grand Piano. Can support 2 players with that, so it's a very good choice. What is Lazy going to get? So full infantry army so far from Kickin, which suggests a weird boy. But a truck would be very nice to get in amongst the Devastators. Not always ideal to try and fling the sluggers in. Just land on their face and get shot up a lot of the time. There's the vials, and look at the damage from the vials. Sluggers might go down here if they're not careful. Bolt pistol shot might finish them off. Yes, it does. Sluggers not having the best of times. They did take out that Apothecary earlier though. It's a Librarian for Kickin. Tank busters for Lazy. He's obviously expecting a vehicle over there. KNV, the last to get tier 2. Mimema now with just 2 units on the field. His double shooters are up. Straight into Weird Boy. Great tool to have against Assault Marines jumping into your lines and annoying stuff. RiceMuncher's Force Commander. I saw the Sacred Standard there. There is. Nice damage buff for all of that stuff on that east side. Not vehicles though. And there's the Librarian. That's a nice power melee. And some really cool abilities. Starts off now with Veil of Time. Big change for him. 372, 472. Orks not really wanting to engage because that's a pretty scary army already. Razorback, various types of Marines, a Force Commander buffing all the infantry. Vials. Storm Boys might kick this off with a jump. Bomber Boys kicks it off. Weird Boy getting a good shot in. A good approach from the Orks. Assault Marines though to disrupt. Not sure why those shooter boys were hanging back, but now they're moving in. Vials in amongst all the Orks there. Merciless as well. Sluggers dropping their Nob leader and dropping their entire squad, in fact. Lots of dead Marines. They are reinforcing off the Razorback. Storm Boys are going to jump the devs. Maybe? No. We're too low. They don't want to risk it. Shooter Boys need to suppress the Devastators here. Maybe. Nope, they're just going to stand and take shots. Kill the model. Need to be careful. Doesn't want to lose this Weird Boy yet. Retreat out. Was a good start to that engagement for the Orks, but the Assault Marine jump, then the Merciless, then the Purification Vials sorted out that big blob of greenness. Tank busters are now Bastions. The Librarian lived, and now RiceMuncher has a Librarian of his own. Massive amount. I've never seen Estia Province was so much action on that power. Usually it hovers around the middle for the first 10 minutes or so. 313, 470. Tank Buster's going to die if they're not careful. Are they going to escape? I think they will. A little bit sloppy from Lazy, but he gets out of it. And now goes tier 3, as does Mimema. A Dreadnought for Grand Piano. Space Marines really bringing a strong tier 2 over to the east side. Stone Guard veterans on the field for RiceMuncher. With Dragonfire rounds loaded in, which is what you use against cover and garrisons. Should be switching to Hellfire for most of the time, I think. Retreating out. Razorbacks giving them such a solid base to work off. Mekboy trying to do something about it with the Beamy Death Gun, but he's forced off before he can get a shot in. Wow, nice stick bomb throw by the Kommando there. Storm Boys happy to fight. Apothecary goes down. Everything else piled into the Razorback, everything that could. And they do finally get them out of there. There's a Dreadnought. Breaking all that stuff. More sluggers up. Oh, these are K&Vs. And here are Lazies. I thought 2 sluggers got wiped. Maybe they were both Mimemas. 275, 462. That Tank Buster Barrage. So dangerous against vehicles. Can one-shot a Razorback if you hit it right, I think. Have they? I'm not sure if they've seen the Dreadnought yet. Maybe they just did. Kommando has rocket launcher, and some commandos who can get a rocket launcher of their own. There it is on the Nob leader. What are you doing? Going for a power bash or just having a look? Might go for a power bash. 275, 445. VP lead for the Orks. They've been under a lot of pressure on this east side, but they're keeping those VPs up thanks to Lazy's play on that west side. Storm Boys jump into safety. Need to run away. There we go. I see Hellfire round acid going off. And they flanked around the Razorback and got it. Nicely done by the Kommando Nob. 1-to-1 cap here. Dreadnought hasn't got involved yet. Waiting for the Storm Boys to jump in maybe. But now he needs to try and tie up these rocket launchers. Kill some commandos as they... Oh, he got the Nob. Pretty good for them. He needs to repurchase that now. Mech will help with the Dreadnought. They've got a lot of stuff to fight this Dreadnought. Beamy Death Gun and 2 rocket launchers potentially. More power bashing going on. More tank buses, this time from K&V. Was that? Oh, I thought that was the last model of those assault squad there. There was just one. Commandos did not get their Nob leader, did not actually fully reinforce. Grand Piano calling for the Thunderhammer from RiceMuncher. He's got Alacrity on, no weapon yet. Storm Boys are still level 1. Looks like he's agreed to get the hammer once he sees the Nob squads hit the field, which they're all assuming is going to happen here. West side is turning blue again thanks to Kickin. No turret that I've seen, no beacon that I've seen. Might be a late game thing. Usually is on Estia. Assault Marines jumping into all sorts of trouble, but they are doing well alongside that Dreadnought. Dreadnought, of course, is inspiring them with every kill because they're close by. Look at that. Big damage from that Dreadnought. Rockets going in, but it's okay. Really good engagement for the Space Marines, that look like. Tons of models turned into mulch. Stick the bombers on the field for Lazy, but they might go down. They do go down. Warboss happy to charge in here. Level 2. Down goes a Dreadnought. It was only a matter of time, I guess, with all the rockets on the field. Kommando helping to take it out. 246 to 425. Space Marines are in their end game phase. Can they turn it around here in terms of VPs? Terminates it in the field for Grandest Piano. Where's that Land Raider Redeemer? I think Kickin saving for one. Just needs 700 odd requisition. Nice big attacks from the Weird Boy using his stun to lock down those Terminators. There's a Tank Buster Barrage. Don't think it really hit very well. Battle Wagon on the field for Lazy. Where is it? Coming out of base. Seems to be coming out of base very slowly over there. Devastator's set up really nice positions for Kickin. And absolutely decimating those Storm Boys. Down they go. 246 to 395. Holding the line here, the Space Marines. Looks like it's the Commando and the Commandos on the east side bashing power. No, it's Shooter Boys. They are stealing it, in fact, not bashing it. They got their own power bashed a lot, so I guess they want to take some of the Space Marines' power. Trying to stop them though over there. Are you going to die on retreat, Mr. Kommando Nob? Nope, you're level 7, you're alright. Yeah, they couldn't get it. There are some Vanguard veterans on the field. We'd get these funky jump packs when you use this pre-heresy Lunar Wolves skin. Dead Devastators. Yep. Some sluggers munching them up with their Nob leader. Look at this. Inspiration on kill from the Terminators, of course. And you've got the constant buff from the Force Commander's banner and the buff from his battle cry. Buffs all over the gaff for the Space Marines. KNV lost a lot. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for RiceMuncher. Kickin goes for the tank. KNV finally goes tier 3. Does have enough for a rocks. Looks like he had a really bad engagement in there. Scouts taking the west side back. Space Marine starting to look strong. Apothecary trying to run headfirst into Orks. Not going to work out for you. Do have some flash kits with blasters. And they really hurt Terminators. Battle Wagon taking las cannon hits. They'd want to deal with that as soon as they can. Weird Boy can get some shots in and disrupt it at least. Weird Boy needs to get some war going to get his energy back. They're forced off. But can they push back through to this west side? Nob Squad are not capping here. These are lazy as Nob Squad. And they're being pretty lazy. Cap, fellas. There we go. 238. 349. Land Raider Redeemer hitting the field momentarily for RiceMuncher. Where does he take it? Does he take it to the west side? Here's those Vanguard veterans. Power Swords, a Lightning Claw, and a Thunderhammer. Like 120 odd power melee DPS from those guys at level 1. Shooter Boys level 2. Capping. Maybe they should have just bashed this fully instead of trying to steal it. Commandos hitting the field for KNV. He does have that rocks ready. Tank for Kickin. Very good map for tanks. Got some nice open space. Vanguard veterans getting a good jump on those flash kits, and flash kits are heavy infantry, so they're taking extra damage from that power melee. Vanguard veterans forced off though. Battle Wagon gets away. There's that Land Raider Redeemer. Acts as a reinforce and retreat point for allied units, providing health regen. Can even get inside it. There's a rocks. Can they follow it up though? Where are the knobs? They're here, coming out of base. I mean, there's a decent rocks placement, but nothing to follow it up. Makes it kind of useless. Double cap now for the Orks. Keeping up these VP caps. Something stole the blue team's natural here, as you can see, and these guys are not taking it back. Power Fist Force Commando is what he goes for. Level 6. Smack. 85 DPS. Gonna kill another model there. More commandos for KNV. And what happens to these others? Some Stone Guard veterans in a very strange place for Kickin. I think he called those guys down to turn them into Stone Guard and then forgot about them. So easy to forget about stuff though in a late game 3v3 match. Nob Squad using their frenzy on the devs now. provide you so much staying power as Orcs, and now the tank busters are decapping. But here comes a whole bunch of stuff. Frag Assault can disrupt those guys off the cap there. Oh, doesn't need to. Space Marine's in a very strong position here to hold on. But anything can happen. Terminators with their Cyclone missile launcher. Battle Wagon still lives, getting some repairs. Very, very slowly. Single slugger squad repairing. Need some more flash kits, I think. They really need the big burst of damage before the Space Marines can react. 204, 301. Loads of requisition for Grand Piano. Not sure what he's saving up for. Maybe a Land Raider of his own. Certainly not getting a tank. Struggling to deal with this Land Raider. You still have your beamy, you still have your beamy, and you have your mines. You still have your rocket launcher too. He's got his enhanced custom shooter here, the Warboss. We still have Nobs too, and Commandos who can get rocket launchers. They do have quite a lot of AV. Got to put it into action though, haven't you? These are Mimema's Commandos. K&V maybe saving for Nobs. We've got more flash kits on the way from Mimema. 187, 300 Orcs putting pressure on this Western VP. It's the Warboss and the Battle Wagon forcing things off. He's going to get the cap. .186, 300. Using a Land Raider to bash gens here, and now it's in big trouble. There's an orbital though, might save it. Caught a lot of stuff there. These fellas don't seem to have their Nob leader. No. But Beamy is getting shots over here. There's that Frag Assault. Can they finish off this Land Raider? It came up very, very far. Mekboy's been forced off, has he? Yes, he's been forced off. Shooters are not going to do it. Here comes some Commandos though. Land Raider needs to get out of here. What is he doing? Maybe he knows he can just buy another one. But he could also spend that on Terminators soon. It's going to go down, surely. Yeah, down it goes. Sloppy from RiceMuncher. He can replace it, but still. There's no reason to lose it there. Maybe he just wanted to hold up the Orcs while his teammates capped. That is a possibility. They're down to 179. Whirlwind now for Grand Piano. Very good choice on that west side. Stick it there to disrupt. His mine's still being annoying here. Doesn't seem to do much damage, but that suppression's annoying. Double flash kits. They both have blasters. They do. I want to see some big bursts of damage from these guys. They need to reinforce. And he doesn't. He doesn't have the requisition to do it. Big blob of Orcs. What do they do? Where do they go? What level are these fellas? Level 3 Techmarine. He's got his Mastercrafted Bolter. Signum. Orbs. No beacon. Keeping the pressure on here with some Terminators. Trying to get a decap, in fact. Soaking up a lot of damage. And they teleport out. Oh, just Gates of Infinity out. Here comes that Battle Wagon. It's done well. Orbs. Does he get it? I think he got it. He got it. But you have a Nob squad piling out. Tank busters piling out. Sluggers piling out. Warboss having a little dance behind a tree there. Not sure what he was up to. Here comes some more Nobs with huge choppers from K&V. Who's down to just 2 units right now. He's had a tough late game. Ever since that engagement, I was like over here. Stunning some Terminators. Double Terminators, in fact. Is that? Yes, from Grand Piano. Has Cyclone missile launcher on both of them. And RiceMuncher has some Terminators of his own, but they're back at base still after that decap. K&V now only has his Nob squad. 179208. Space Marine's in a very strong position. It's the old tale, isn't it? Of massive pressure early on from Orks on this west side, but they could not keep it up against Space Marines. But let's not count them out yet. They just capped it back. And they've got a VP lead. And mimema has a big, strong army of infantry here. Vanguard veterans, what level are you fellas? Level 2. Tank still doing very well. That scout repair support. That's the big zap gun shots. Bloody hell, that is a massive area. Vanguard veterans now on capping duty, being deleted by those blasters. 156208. But this commando's getting a decap. They do have that faster capping trait, of course, like tactical marines do. But scouts doing the same thing. So they did not take that opportunity to get the double. Unluckily for them. You'd think Space Marines are going to retake that west side, but you never know. Here comes some more Orks. Cyclone missile launcher barrage, crazy damage, but a lot of it was dodged by the battle wagon. Here comes the Warboss. He's super freaking angry right now. Level 4. Vile's still playing a part late game. Almost taking out the Stone Guard veterans. Got them off the field at least. Really surprised we haven't seen a beacon over here behind this shot blocker. Great place to put one. Warboss goes down. Orks though keeping up the pressure. K&V needs to try and get something else on the field here. Commandos or flash kits. Terminator's a nice big blob ready for Nobs to tear through. Getting stunned over and over again. Mark target though on these fellas from Signum. Where is that? There he is. That Techmarine being chased down. Whirlwind is now in play. Where does he target it though? Targets it at the Nobs. We're still chasing down Terminators. Massive chunks of damage with each swing from those hammers at full momentum. But they are eventually persuaded to leave. But those Terminators cannot get away from the blasters there. Rocks. Oh, they're able to teleport away. Nicely done by Grand Piano. And after all of that, we're going to get the Orks capping west side. They're keeping this up. How are they doing this? RiceMuncher with the Land Raider Redeemer. That could be the end of it there. Kickin with some late game scouts to help repair, and why not? 1-to-1. Herculean effort from the Orks here. Uh-oh. Who's that got caught? Was it just a flash kit or something? I think it was. No, it was the Mekboy trying to teleport out. Wow. Would have loved to see that hit. Wonder if it would have one-shotted the battle wagon there. We have commandos dropping their smoke and capping, or trying to. They're going to get it. They do get it. See that? Force commander sprinting around with alacrity. Level 7. Good pressure on that VP there. That's how they're going to win this if they do. Whirlwind. On the way for RiceMuncher. Might want to put that near their natural VP. War truck for some reinforcement. That's from mimema. He's got a big army here. He's really done well to preserve his things. Mekboy doing some repairs. He does repair faster than the sluggers. Got his Mega Rumbler. Got that Beamy. I'll be able to get some nice big stuns on blobs of Terminators. Batwagon being aggressive here. Charging through. Deploying Nobs and sluggers and more Nobs. Big engagement here. Does anyone have a rocks? I think mimema might. Yes, mimema does if it's off cooldown. There's an orbital. Need to get out of there, battle wagon, because that will do a lot of damage when it explodes. And there's the rocks. Takes out the... Was that a whirlwind? I think that was a whirlwind. Also hit the Nobs pretty badly though. These guys are still in play. With two models, not sure where... Oh, there's the other model. Take out the whirlwind, nicely done. Very aggressive and chaotic push from the Orks, as it should be. Force Commander smacking around some stuff. Double Librarians here have done really well. Level 3, very linear level 4 and level 2. 126 to 143. Yep. Shooter boys now decapping. Assault Terminators coming in from RiceMuncher. That was a good passage of play from the Orks. They really depleted the blue Space Marine forces. What is this Land Raider doing again? Pushing up to generators. They're trying to keep the pressure off the VPs, I guess, but he doesn't want to lose one again. $100 to 140. Force Commander hits level 8 and gets the decap. Yes, he does. K&V with another Nob squad on the way. How are we looking for nukes here? Nobody's got one. K&V is the closest, but he's going to have to use red for his knobs. 75 for that frenzy, of course. When it's something that you want to use pretty much every engagement, that's quite a lot. Lightning Claw Terminators for RiceMuncher to go toe-to-toe those knobs, and they will take them down unless the knobs are buffed or super leveled up. Level 2, level 2, level 3 is what we have on the knobs. I think Lazy lost one of his knob squads. Unless he never had to, unless it was K&V's in that battle wagon all along. Now the big push from the Orks. Trying to catch the Space Marines off guard, and I think they kind of have. That's a big blob of stuff being healed though, that is scary. Nob's now going after the Land Raider. I haven't seen much in the way of Warboss buffs. He's now getting a decap. Those knobs forced off by the Lightning Claw Terminators, and here comes some more. There's that Mega Rumbler though, stunning those Terminators, and the Land Raider goes down. Nicely done from the Orks. 100 to 89 on VPs. It's so close. See these Lightning Claw Terminators going at it now here with the Orks. Absolute chaos. Warboss finishes the cap over there. Yes, he does. Looks like the Space Marines are gonna come out on top eventually. Vanguard veterans now getting stuck in with their power weapons. These knobs need to be careful. Doesn't want to lose the squad. Run away. Where did that stun come from? Oh, it was from the Apothecary, I think. And he lost that knob squad. That was bad. Blue team take their natural back. 90 to 89. Don't go much closer than that. Cyclone missile barrage misses again. That might be a dead truck though. Can't quite get the hit. The wind up on that fist is so long. Bang! Almost got it with that hit there. Does he get another? He gets another anyway. Down it goes. Looted tank on the way for Lazy and for mimema. Might be some shrewd purchases there if they can dodge these cyclones. Triple cyclone missile launcher Terminators for the Apothecary with the Master Advanced Healing, sorry, from Armor of the Apothecarian. Improved medical equipment too to give him some more energy. 90 to 62. Orks now switching to the west side. They're doing a good job trying to split and push. Librarian gets the decap. That could be clutch. Some more Vanguard veterans, this time for Kickin. Kicking off west side. Angels of Death used by the Apothecary, but down he goes. Does it still continue? It does. That doesn't stop it. Don't think they're going to be able to cap it, because those triple Terminators are scary just with their Stormbolters. It's a massive amount of piercing DPS. Nob squad trying to force the issue against the Devastators. Can't quite manage it. Now it's a tank battle and the Predators win. They're all, I think one of them is quite high level by now. Yeah, that one's almost level 4. 90 to 33. 1-to-1 cap. That could be it. Sorry, it's a 2-to-1 cap, sorry. Pushing the mid now. Orcs have done so well to hold on. I thought they were done ages ago. They have done some epic pushes. Cyclone Barrage. Are they going to decap? Nice grenade. That's the Kommando Nob, not the Commandos. Do they have any Commandos left? They do over here. And they are capping, or at least trying to, but look at the damage from the Terminators. Down goes the Weird Boy. Just desperation from the Orcs, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Put up such a fight though against these late game Space Marines. And there it is, the 2-1 gets it with 90 VPs left. Epic, epic stuff. This is Warboss. Level 7 with the enhanced custom shooter. Never actually saw him use the ability. I'm sure he did though. That's interesting to see. Mekboy level 4. Powerful late game build. The Commando was down, but he had those rockets and stick bombs. Level 6 Techmarine. Never transitioned out of his muscle covered bolter. Always used all that suppression. Level 9 Force Commander and a level 8 Apothecary with those triple Terminators. He brought that first company with him, didn't he? RiceMuncher a bit lackadaisical with his couple of Land Raiders, but it did some work. Explosions. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.